Welcome, Blood Bowl fans, to today's surprisingly on-time show, nearly 5 minutes early, with me, Ethelred, and hopefully in the background there, Corn Knight. Hello,
The
Corn Knight.
background. I think you'll find foreground.
Are you the streamer? So what's what? Are you the streamer? I'm the contributor. Is that how it works?
I mean,
or
you know, I'm not going to try and put us into any kind of hierarchy. Obviously, I'll let the audience decide what with it being, you know, Core Night channel and stuff. That might have been quite loud, by the way.
Was Annie Baum has broken ears?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Baum.
Anime Baum,
Which I believe translates as anime tree.
I thought Baum was Baum House.
House is house.
In German. I thought Scheisenbaum was like the outside toilet was like a shit house.
Baum is definitely tree.
Okay.
Because you got Christmas time. You got Tannenbaum, haven't you? Which is Christmas tree.
Oh yeah. Okay, fine.
Right, that's this morning's language lesson, or this afternoon's. So what's going to happen today? Well, we're going to look at the review of the betting that we've done on Division 3A. We're going to have a quick look at the teams, see if there's any levels. We're going to criticise everyone's choices on their level ups as well. That's standard, isn't it, Core Night?
Yeah. Yes.
And then if we've got time today, so we're going to have a look at your division, Core Night, which is, as you keep reminding me, is
2A.
2A, not 3A.
Not 3.
And then perhaps we can look at some other stuff as well. But I've got to say, I've had a quick review of the games this match day, and I can report that no dwarfs died at all across the whole of the OCC.
Which is very disappointing.
In fact, very disappointing. In fact, I think only a couple were badly hurt, and I think one or two were MNG even. So there's not even anything to report on that, unfortunately. And that's both varieties as well. That's dwarfs and chaos dwarfs. But so everyone needs to do better.
Oh, so Dwarf Watch is going to include Chaos Dwarfs from now on, or is that just
it always included Chaos Dwarfs. It's just that none were injured last season. I don't think.
Ali Riders in 6D, where all the real up and comers are. Lol. Hey, Toby.
Yeah. Well, we could look at 6D briefly. If there's any notable teams in there, but yeah, you need to get better. And is that the same one as Dimmy? I know Dimmy's not on the stream yet because he hasn't said hello. If he is, he's lurking. But
yeah, he hasn't made the joke about it being the wrong chat and saying "Hey, sexy," which is his catchphrase, I think.
Yeah,
I think he's actually got work today.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I think he's tier 4.
Yeah. Tier 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, less than me. So
in fact, we have his division on our Discord. So I added him in there. He is Ali, in fact he's 4A, so we're a hierarchy of me in 2A, you in 3A, and him in 4A.
That's it. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Ali, I need to extend my thanks to you in person, but Ali designed a beautiful signature for me the once for Blood Bowl 1 for my Amazon team, featuring Tank Girl, who the team was kind of named after. So thank you again, Ali, for that.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep mentioning that because it was really good. I really liked it.
That's cool. What in the OCC
in the old forums?
Yeah.
So, we used to have more SIGs than we did. Some team blogs still have and coaches still have SIGs, but they're not as popular now. I think the forum was more popular in general back in the day.
I think so. Yeah, I think that there's also there were a few pretty good.
There's some brilliant writing. If anyone gets a chance and has got some spare time, if you read the Dark Flings team blog, that is one of the best ones I've ever written. That could be a book easily, I think. The guy who wrote that, who I can't remember now. I'm sure someone will remind me in the chat. But the guy who wrote that was really, really good.
Well, how dare you, Toby?
Story and everything.
I really like my waiting screen, and it wasn't done by me, so I'm not. That was done by another coach who randomly.
That's done by Awek.
Yeah,
so
Awek.
Yeah, shut your noise, Toby.
Yeah.
Can you do better?
Yeah, exactly. Although I do need some emotes, and I keep saying I'm going to do them, and they're not. So if someone wants to draw me some random emotes, I'll probably take anything. You know,
I'll put some shade on Toby here because he's a salty earth farmer type, isn't he? So
yeah,
he's probably got giant hands, so he'd probably just break a crayon instead of being able to draw with it. So yeah,
probably
so,
actually try and chew it to be, you know.
I didn't say that, Toby. And I'm a bit worried because Toby does live near me, so yeah.
I mean,
hopefully won't turn
near,
up.
you know, near in the
Tractor.
yeah.
Anyway, that's the preamble. So shall we start to look at what actually happened in the first match day of OCC season 15?
Okay, in your division,
In particular, Division 3A. Yeah.
3A. Yeah.
All right. Who do you want to look at first? I've got my trusty league manager open, so I can look at it from that side.
Okay.
But if you could look at the actual teams themselves.
I mean, I have the trusty league manager open too, and can show it if there's anything worth showing. He says, whilst realising he can't. Oh, there we are. Yeah, I can click on stuff. How do I get to schedule from here? Oh, there we are. There's fixtures. Okay, I got it. Yes. All right. So the first game is the Campagni de Ventura against Super Vixens 2.
Okay. Let's just find that
1-1 draw. Knockoff against Rockstar.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. So it's a board draw. Well, not a board draw. That's 0-0, isn't it? So a score draw, we should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much. I mean, you could argue that the Necro team, the Compagnie de Ventura, were a bit unlucky. They had 60 blocks with 14 breaks.
Wow. Yeah. I mean,
Super Vixens had 32 blocks, two breaks. That's quite unlucky as well. But yeah, that's pretty bad. They had 5 KOs. The Necro caused 5 KOs, I should say, and 2 CAS. But
I mean, the Necro shouldn't be getting 60 blocks. Like elves should be disengaging, right? That's a lot of blocks.
You would have thought so. That's a lot of blocks, but he was quite lucky. There's two CAS, as I say, 1 badly hurt and 1 armor bust. 1 armor bust on a witch. So I'm on a rookie witch as well. So I'm guessing she'll be sacked.
Yeah.
If he's got the cash.
And the Necro had a wizard because they had a lightning bolt that failed against the Dark Elves.
That's got to be annoying.
Yeah.
So it probably would have been 1-0, wouldn't it?
Or maybe even that would have been, usually if you're, you'd expect a player with the lightning bolt to be bolting to steal the ball and run away with it, right? So it failing
Absolutely.
might have, it passing might have been 2-0 rather than 1-1.
Yeah, so
the Dark Elves looked like they did lots of ball handling as well. There was a pass that failed, and 4 catches, 2 of them that failed as well. That's not great.
That's trying to throw it around a bit as well. It's a lot of ones, isn't it? But yeah, there we go. So I don't think there's much more to say about that. There's no levels on either team. But what did we say? Most importantly, in the betting.
In the betting.
So.
Oh wait. So I need to. Yeah. Carry on. Talking about the betting.
Yeah, I'll talk about the betting. So I voted for the Dark Elves. You and Dimmy voted for the Super Vixens. But it was actually a draw. So no wins. No foul.
Literally no wins. Okay, well that's good because I haven't actually made the predictions text thing, or I deleted the previous one and haven't remade it.
Okay.
So this gives me a little bit of time to fix all that.
It's good. So also, hello, Elminster 111 or 111 or 111. You're in the chat, and then we got some shade back from Toby about crayons. Crayons are only good if you sniff them first, along with a glue stick. Well, that's valid. Oh, is that Larry? Elminster 111. Is that Larry? Obviously, it is.
He says Larry here. Yes, the man who uses
Larry, you can't keep up with your username changes.
Yeah, different name in every single Discord. But possibly one of the greatest admins the world has never heard of.
That's true. Yeah, and we've got to say an excellent goblin coach as well, really. So.
Oh yeah.
Doing well for us in Euros.
Dragging us up the what's it called? What was it?
Rankings.
The Spike
table.
Euro Bowl thingy. Yeah.
Okay. Next game.
Yes. Well, that would be Everlasting Rest against the Horned Harassers.
And 1-1.
Yeah, Aguelo's Everlasting Rest. Horned Harassers? I can't remember who the Horned Harassers are.
Medieval.
Medieval.
Evil, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got some good deaths in this one. In fact, quite a lot of injuries on both sides, which is probably why it finished 1-1. Again, slightly different compared to the last game. So Everlasting Rest, 39 blocks, 13 armor breaks. And Horned Harassers, 48 blocks, 12 breaks. So quite a lot of breaks in this game.
I imagine
the deaths.
Well, I imagine the Khemri added to their armor breaks with fouling that the Chaos probably didn't. If that makes sense.
You probably hope so.
Yeah.
He's only got one deeply. So yeah, maybe. So the person to die was a Tomb Guardian.
And he did have a bribe as well, which was successful. So therefore, obviously.
So obviously some fouls.
Yeah.
At least. So yeah. So one of the players who died was Anubis, a Tomb Guardian. He was a rookie though, so it's not too bad. No, he had guard actually, but that's not too bad, is it? You don't mind so much. It's only when they're doubles it's painful. Another one, Guardian, the strength 6 one actually got double badly hurt. So,
well, that's
lucky, but lucky in a way that he didn't get a stat bust.
And no, it is lucky. That double badly hurt is a 25% chance out of all the injuries a Tomb Guardian can get, right? So
that's good. And that one's got block as well, so that would have been a tense time.
Yeah,
waiting for that armor break.
Indeed. It's basically that's basically almost deep root, isn't it?
Practically, with no nega.
Yeah.
Apart from decay. The Chaos team had 2 badly hurt beasts and 1 MNG warrior with block and guard. So that's good for your next opponent. And again, Minotaur watch. This one, he's got claw, jugs, guard, and stand firm. Do you think he did this game?
I don't know. How did I guess he got no SPP at all?
He did. He didn't actually. He got 9. So he got MVP, but he also caused 2 casualties. So, not too bad this time.
He actually wild animaled only 3 times out of the 12 times he was activated. So the cow, yeah,
a good cow. This game. Okay, but
but he did one. He did. Oh no, he didn't. Wait, yeah, he did 1 in 9 at one point. So he went. That might. But we don't know if that could have been jugsed out, couldn't it?
So for the betting for this, you and Dimmy voted for Aguelo, and I voted for the Horned Harassers. But again, draw. So
doing really well so far. None of us actually getting any points whatsoever.
So no one's got any points.
No.
Brilliant. Okay. Next game.
Wait a second. Out of it, so I take and the bot never picks draw either, does it? So the bot can't have got any points either. Literally, should we be trying to get the bot's points in on this as well?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to track it, you can.
Yeah.
The bot, more or less gave 2.02 and 2.01 for those last draws. So not knowing what the numbers mean. Yeah.
A 1 is 100% chance of something happening. A 2 is a 50% chance also of happening. So actually, the odds all add up to 150% chance, but whatever.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Okay, so next game.
And we now have an actual prediction score in the corner, which we can add people's names to if they want to join us.
It's gone. Oh no, it's back in the other corner.
Yeah. Is that red legible?
Red on blue is never good, is it, for our colourblind friends? But fuck them, innit?
Fuck them. Is anyone colourblind who wants to tell me?
Who are we going to insult today? Should we do the colourblind and left-handers, or?
I am left-handed, and I'll have you know that.
Bit redder, but yeah. What on white corn night? White. On blue, white. That's what you choose.
I don't
white.
like the white. White, yeah. Yellow, says Toby.
Well, yellow would be awful.
Yeah, no, yellow's really hard to read. Don't like yellow. How about blue? How about blue? If it's just
blue on blue.
Blue on blue, yeah.
For our colourblind friends, that's what they're seeing right now. So we could do that. Yeah, that's a better reg. It's a bit brighter.
See, look,
anyway,
look, the blue's legible. Look at that. That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. That's not too bad.
That's kind of subtle. I like that. All right, should we carry on now?
Yeah, we should carry on.
All right. So we've done the okay. So next game is your game. Yay! You lost as well. This makes me feel good. So starting the season off right. Both of us losing.
Saw it. So what? Any comments?
Did I see it? This was ages ago.
We streamed it last week.
Oh yeah.
For those who care, my other opponent's on tomorrow morning as well. So if you're around, Cornight, you can stream that.
What time? Too. What time tomorrow?
9:15.
I'll be school running it, but I'll get back in time.
Pop in later.
Yeah. If you start it, then or even start a little bit late. 9:15. Jesus. Anyway. If it wasn't a school run day, I'd still be in bed. So you know.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. Either way, it's too early. I don't think he got bummed. I think what was you had inducement choices, didn't you? And what were your inducement choices?
I chose 2 babes and 2 babes. Yeah, 2 babes. That's what I had.
And you had 11 players against someone who was 12 players with Mighty Blow and Killing Skills, possibly.
Well, only one.
Only one.
I think, with Mighty Blow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but one is still going to be the majority of their blitzes, right? So, I think you made a mistake in picking babes. And obviously, what happened is, how many KOs did you get?
First turn 1 was 1 badly hurt, 1 KO, and a death. That was my line. My LOS, basically.
That was
if I remember correctly.
That was the only KO you got, if I remember rightly, and he won on his wake up roll. So,
no, that's he hit me, and that's what he got for the first 3 blocks was a KO, a badly hurt, and a dead.
Yeah,
on me. So yeah.
But the KO stayed out, even though you had 2 babes. Is my point.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It was a rubbish inducement choice. You would have done a lot better if you'd have had a spare player.
Potentially, yes.
Potentially, and I think it was more than it wasn't it more than it was like 120 or something. Might have been the inducements. So I think
190 I had.
190. Or 9. You had inducements? You had 90 inducements. You added 10 for the 2 babes. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I remember thinking that your choice of inducements was poor, and then, him winning the toss meant that he got to hit you first. You were a bit unlucky with removals at the first, but that's what But it's a snowball effect, isn't it? And you could have mitigated that snowball effect by picking inducements that were better suited for it, like a spare player. In my opinion,
it's fair.
Yeah, and after that point, you were playing catch up a lot, and
it was too.
And your usual thing of like using up rerolls a bit too quickly. Just saying. In fact, you said that. I think.
I will say that.
Yeah.
And yes, Larry, this is the replacement of my undead team with the intercepting mummy. Larry, I have played Gobbos. He's saying switching to Gobbos is a good way to play BB. And the thing with Gobbos is they're just too inconsistent to be a team that would keep my interest in a serious league. So that's why I wouldn't play Gobbos necessarily.
I mean,
Although I've played Gobbos elsewhere.
You're talking to someone who has a 3-1-1 record with Gobbos in a supposedly, hard competition. So. Larry may be a better than average Goblin coach.
It's res, isn't it? So that saves him.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have to keep buying players and stuff. So
yeah, I hated playing Goblins.
and Larry. I mean, to be fair to Larry, he's a good coach, but it's a res team, so you can always count on having Ripper there as well. So again, it's kind of mitigated, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Being able to bench Ripper.
Guarantee you got Lipper.
Yeah.
Ripper.
Lipper.
Perfect,
Lipper.
yeah.
Lipper. Faster than lightning. Sorry.
So again, no levels from either team on this one, and I did return the favour by effectively killing one of his linemen because I got a strength bust on him a bit later on. That was his only injury.
But by that point, it was too late.
Yeah, it's too late by then. Yeah, and I think next time I would have appoed the guard lineman.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like
one,
yeah, that was kind of
easy to say in it.
Yeah,
retrospect.
You had lots of better players that you wanted to keep safe, and it wasn't working.
That's the thing, because I'm usually an advocate to say use your Apo to win the game. Don't use your Apo to pixel hug. Use it to win. So by my own logic, I should have Apo'd the guard Lino, because that's a key point to winning, isn't it? But then all got a stat burst later. I would have been cross, but she didn't, and she didn't in this game. So
it's a long form league, and actually, so like it's not pixel hugging. It's the importance of winning games later on is having your better players around, and like in tier 3, you shouldn't need to be throwing all your players at death in the hope that you win, right? You should be not having.
No, I mean tier 3. In tier 3, ideally, you should still be developing your best players to be even better, as well as winning some games. But you're still primarily on development in tier 3, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite the grind of 2 or 1. So, Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, I bloody lost.
Yeah.
Tupi's a good player. Not take anything away
No.
from him as well. I did have a chance on a couple of 2-turners, but they didn't work out. And then he was slightly lucky on one of them, I remember, because one of my witches got KO'd. And if she hadn't, then that would have helped, I think, the 2-turner. But anyway, all done. Betting-wise, I think you bet against me, didn't you? So I think you're going to win this one. So me and Dimmy bet on me, and you traitor, betted on one for you.
Yay! And that's the first point that anyone gets. Lol. I'm showing it on screen as well, just to be, to make it obvious that we're not cheating and see where things are and stuff. Oh yeah, I guess. Do you want? Actually, that reminds me. Has match days rolled, right?
Yeah, so you should be able to get the.
I haven't done the schedule thing yet. All right, cool.
We can do that in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a bit of discussion in chat about what you should be doing in each tier of the OCC. For those who don't know, OCC is a big tiered league of over 200 coaches, I think, or at least over 150.
It's a long. It's possibly the longest tiered league as well. Like at least, sorry to say this, but I'm not the biggest fan of Rebel, but one of the things that I like about Rebel is that you can win like the main championship from anywhere. I like the idea that you can get fed into the Super Bowl if you play well enough in any division. Whereas in OCC, you have to slog up 6 divisions and then win that top division, which, more like a football league kind of way of doing things.
It's absolutely based on football, soccer to American chums. But I think that in a way that shows. I think to win the OCC, I've never won it, but I think to win the OCC shows you are a really good coach, because luck can't get you, to tier 1, to the champs. You've got to be a good player with a bit of luck as well, of course. But
you say that, but it also takes at least 5 seasons of playing the same. So you need to also be dedicated, right? So it isn't just.
No, it's not. It's not a short league. You need at least 5 seasons to get to the top.
Yeah.
I'd say.
And you might be able to do it in 4, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily a perfect. That's again going back to Rebel. I like if you're an amazing coach, you can win with Wood Elves in season 1, but you'd have to be a really good coach and be a little bit lucky, which makes Blood Bowl. Whereas, you know, in OCC, you're swapping out that maybe a little bit of luck for a lot of commitment instead. Yeah, winning is a commitment. It'll take over a year, and that's assuming you're, you know,
that's right, Ali.
And you know,
and that's assuming you're good enough.
And also, you know, does that also mean that teams that re-roll, you know, how much of an effect is good coaches re-rolling and them suddenly being at the bottom, and you not having to face them? You know, that also, the way the system works means that it might be that in a season where, you know, the 4 best coaches in the league decide to re-roll, anyone, you know, someone a lot worse could win, right? So there is an element of luck with who is re-rolling that season, who's got bored, or whose teams died.
Yeah, I suppose. But you're always going to have that, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
Again, anyway, yeah, it's
you have that in any league. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, 3A.
So real life and real
you got
dead.
Your points.
Yeah.
You got your points.
I got my points, and then I changed the color a few times, but no one noticed. Wi-Fi says starting from tier 5 and double promotions are a possibility, but only like double promotions not going to happen from tier 3, is it? So you're still going to be looking at 4 seasons, right?
Very unlikely.
So 4 seasons of 9 games, you know, that's 36 games a week.
36.
That's all, you know, with
that's a year, isn't it? With week or 2 week breaks
in between seasons. Yeah, easily. So, you know,
it's an achievement, you know, to get up there, to be in tier 2 or 1.
I mean, but you know, we're discussing this, but you know, frankly, getting into the championship would be enough of an achievement for me. I'd be pretty stoked with getting. I'm pretty happy with the idea of getting to tier 2, frankly. With
it's good when you get in the champs corner. It's a good feeling. I've got to be honest.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. It was Pib-Pad. Pib-Pad won. Did he win twice with Brett in a row?
With Brett, yeah, twice in a row.
Yeah, Pib-Pad's a good coach. Anyway, all right. So next game, should we? Instead of just carrying on.
So it's El Medito versus Poxville Paladins.
A real life and real death. Yeah, El Medito.
That is Nurgle versus Norse. And this is, if you remember well, this is the rookie Nurgle.
I mean, yeah.
So we discussed before, didn't we, about what inducements he could take, and he's obviously playing AV7 here, so he chose Max. I don't know. Did it say anything about how he performed? You got any chainsaw dice on the log there?
I'm just getting to it now. I was just looking at the teams quickly first. I mean, there were 4 injuries inflicted, and so there's quite a lot. In fact, considering I imagine it was more real dead than real life, because they only got 23 blocks and the Nurgle got 44. With Frenzy, you'd think there'd be a little bit more the other direction, right?
Yeah, you think they have a lot more blocks. I mean, they team they didn't cause any injuries at all, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players cast with just one of those is at MNG. Everything else was just badly hurt.
Well, one of them must have been from a foul or something, and the chainsaw was activated once.
Okay.
Successfully. So I imagine it went in for a chainsaw, left him a little bit too open, and the Norse killed him the next go, right? Because that's what.
Okay, KO'd, I think, because he's not shown he was injured in the after report. But I mean, the thing with Max is he's strength 4, isn't he? So that's a bit better.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any skills apart from his chainsaw. So he's bare.
The dice that were rolled for Max was 1 activation. It was 1 activation and then 4 dice for injury and armor rolls. So that was it. He did nothing. I don't think he
Kaz,
does that include
even.
Does that include his injury dice? Does that include him being hit? I don't know.
Because he wasn't injured, so.
So he must have removed someone with his one chainsaw then. So he did a foul.
Got rid of someone.
Got rid of someone.
And then maybe was sent off straight away, or someone scored, so he couldn't do it again.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not a great log, is it, when we can't see fouling or stuff like that. But anyway, we could look into it. But do you know what? Anyway, so Engelbert Hex won.
Oh no, I can see Max was both downed by Snorrelador.
Okay.
So there you go.
So removed him.
Max is the most violent BB player of all time.
Oh, thanks for the insight.
Oh,
go on.
He was both downed by the dirty player. So it was a fight between a chainsaw and a dirty player, and and it was a punch rather than fouling.
we do have a level on this one. So if you can have a guess first. So it's number 12. It's a rookie Pestigore who got a level.
Okay.
The other Pestigores, for your information, of one is a killer with block, claw, mighty blow. He's only got, and that's the only Pestigores he's got so far. As I said before, it's quite a new team. So what do you think he went for?
So
what would you go for?
What was?
Rookie Pestigore. The other one's a killer. So presumably you want this as a ball carrier. So would you go big hand, or would you go extra arm?
There's three Pestigores. There's three Pestigores I can see.
Okay, so he's bought one.
Yeah.
But he only had two for this game, unless one was MNG.
I guess wrestle, because I can see it.
Yeah, he went for wrestle then.
Annoyingly, I went onto the. I thought that BB League Manager didn't show the level ups, but I looked and it shows wrestle.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's ruined the other question, which is what does Beast get? Because the Beast also levels. So can you remember?
Oh, I wasn't looking at the Beast.
Look at the Beast.
I get stand firm. Stand firm. Always stand firm, right? Or block.
Got stand firm. He's got guard. He's got guard and stand firm already.
He gets fired because he either gets block or fired because, you don't want three levels.
He didn't get either of those. He got break tackle.
Break tackle's a rubbish skill. It's just like you're rolling 2 dice to move, and if either of them are 1, you're not useful. So I don't like it. He needs to be fired and rehired.
I'd probably fire him at that stage, to be honest, because, as you say, it's a long way to the next level, and without doubles, what's he do?
Although, is this is the only guard this team has at the moment. So you might keep him and just suck up the break tackle, being a bit of a wasteful skill. But I'd almost never break tackle with the Beast. You've got a 30% chance of him losing his tackle zones by either really stupiding or failing the dodge. And you're not going to re-roll it because of loner, are you?
No, you're not. Okay, quick big guy watch. So the Yeti, he had 5 blocks and broke armor twice. But in 7 blocks on himself, and his arm got broken once. So.
And he wild animaled 5 times.
5 wild animals
out of 11. It depends. If he was being like, on my Norse team, I'm always like clicking to see if the wild animal wants to move. So slightly above 50% could just mean he was out of contact for most of the game.
He was out of I think he was probably just isolated and wasn't in contact. Anything else, which is it's good play by the Chaos by the Nurgle coach, because he's not hitting, is it? I'm guessing there's about 5 of the players you'd want to blitz with on a Norse team other than that.
Ali Ryder said he preferred grab instead of break tackle. That's a good shout, actually. I was thinking, what would you like? The problem is, what do you pick? But grab is a good one. I was actually even thinking about multi-block as is better than break tackle.
Potentially. I mean, it's always risky with that block, isn't it? But grab's probably better. Hey Dimmy is also in the chat. Or Dimmy.
All right.
Okay.
Geezer.
All right, cool. So
Yep.
betting wise, let's have a quick look.
Oh,
So,
yeah, and the Beast really stupid 3 times out of 10.
okay.
So also not really
Oh
good.
God, no, not really. So I bet on the Norse because they were favoured. And yeah, you and Dimmy bet on Engelbert Hex. So another point to you.
You don't need to sound quite so sad about it.
I am sad because next week, as regular viewers may know, was the week Cornette was going to buy me dinner, but now because of coronavirus, London Book Fair has been cancelled, so I'm not coming
Oh,
to London
really?
next week.
Oh,
No,
no.
so your dole money is safe for another week.
Ah, that's, well, that sucks.
Sucks. So I'm a bit sad about that.
Yeah. I was thinking before the show, well, are we going to, like, actually talk about the fact that, you know, maybe it's safer not to go to TTs anymore.
Season 15 as well, not 14.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I was just about.
So the final game, the final game is a guy who seemed to be in chat earlier, but is I think subsequently, which yeah, he's not anymore Badger. But yeah, the final game is Atletico Mints versus Sabretooth Vag. And I'll just wait for you to catch up, Core Knight.
Yeah. I've just done the prediction score.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm not quite there, but yeah.
So and against the run of play,
Ooh.
well, Max got an outing this game as well, but it was actually 1-0 to MB Carmack. So well done, MB Carmack.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of levels here, and finally some irreplaceable deaths on Badger's team as well. So Mrs. Beardsley of Blitzer died, and that was the plus agi tackle. Dodge Blitzer. So that's quite painful.
Oh, in fact, Atletico Mint only get 5 SPP for the whole game.
That's really bad, isn't it? Not even any passes. One of the Fend catcher, Debbie Ali, still got his niggle, so he survived somehow. But you know, he's got a brother, Fruitcake, who had catch and mighty blow, and they got a niggle as well.
I mean, this looks a lot like a Dark Elf team being removed from the pitch because 0% ball possession.
Elf team.
Only 24 blocks for the whole game, and 20 yards running but 0 ball possession. So they picked up the ball and ran with it, but then lost it. Got
blitzed maybe.
No, he must have GFI'd and fell over because basically you have to be holding onto the ball at the end of your turn. So he must have picked up the ball and then failed something like a GFI or a dodge. Yeah. So
while on paper it looks like I got shafted this week, it looks like the real shafting went to poor old Badger.
Yeah.
And bad times.
There was a chainsaw.
Was a chainsaw? Yeah, Max. I said earlier, Max was on the pitch. Was he a performer this time?
He rolled 1 dice. he rolled one one activation, and he was successful. So no one on the first activation.
Okay.
But that was all he did.
It is right. Okay. I mean, again, betting wise, everyone bet on Badger. So no points to anyone.
And there was a lightning bolt which failed against the Mints. So
against the Mints, because they had a lot of the Chaos team had a lot of TV going into that game. A lot of inducements going into that game.
There are a lot of failure rolls on the Atletico Mint side. It's not looking good.
What failed dodges?
There were 6 attempts to pick
84.
up, and 3 of them failed.
Oh my god!
That's awful. There were 3 passes, and 2 of them failed. There were 2 catches, and both of them failed. So yeah, not very much in the way of ball handling for Dark Elves. I hope that lots of those were in tackle zones, but
high elves.
It could just be that they rolled some very inopportune ones. But
Looks like it.
3 passes failing. That's wow.
I think Ali was watching it and he said all KO rolls failed as well.
I'm showing the dice, and yeah, there were 2
Oh, right,
KO.
okay.
There were 2 KO rolls. They both failed. BB does roll KOs at the end of the game, though, right? So I think these were both at the end of the game because there were more than 2. There were 2 KOs that were received by
Right at the end, then maybe.
Mince.
Yeah, unlucky Mince.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, carry on. I have no idea.
Unlucky. So there's 1 level up for Sabertooth Vag, and that's a rookie beastman.
Yep. Can you tell us what other skills? What are they missing? Do they have enough guard? Do they have a killer? Do they have a ball carrier?
They've got 1 guard.
Mhm.
1 warrior's a killer
Mhm.
with Mighty Blow and Claw. We've got a beast with Mighty Blow and Tackle. In fact, we've got 2 Mighty Blow Tackle beasts. One's got plus strength and block, and the other one is the ball carrier with AG4 and 2 heads. The other one's got wrestle. So I guess you're looking for a utility.
But you've already got
beast.
a wrestler, so maybe just block.
You got a wrestler, so maybe just block.
How many blocks does he have?
Across the team or beasts?
Across the team.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm going.
Yeah, I'd probably go for wrestle or block.
Yeah, I agree. No. He says, looking at the wrong team. He went for Dead's player.
Okay, well that's I guess would be the other choice you could make.
Yep, dirty player.
He hasn't got a dirty player, so yeah. All right. Well, no predictions on that one because everyone was wrong, and not many levels for the first game either.
Yeah, there's plenty of spaces to have made vanity passes and stuff. Well, there's 1.
Okay, right. I'm just going to put an invite.
Yeah, to the
channel. Okay, so get the betting screen up, and we'll look at the. We'll look at that.
Cool.
If you want to join in, you can click on the link, and that'll take you to the betting station, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So next week we have the Super Vixens, Rockstar against Built for Speed 2P.
Okay. Well, Rockstar lost. They drew this week, didn't they?
And the bot favours Rockstar.
Oh, really? That's surprising. I played 2P. He did beat me, and he's got 80 TV. So I'm going to say 2P again.
Just because he beat you last week.
Beat me last week, yeah.
He's got 11 players, and Rockstar has 12, including that plus that strength 5 runner. Oh yeah, this is the kind of this team could be good in a while, but at the moment it's a bit of a mash of different things. And you're going for 2P just because he beat you.
He's a good coach.
He's good coach.
And he's got a good team.
He does have a very solid team.
Remember, this is the team that's only played a couple of seasons, but they've got a really good mix of SPP across the whole team.
Only playing a couple of seasons also means very good win rate generally.
What's his fun factor again?
I was just so he's got a much better record in general. But that again, maybe there's that maybe that's beat. Oh, his fan factor's 14. So I guess I'm going for 2P as well because that's probably a better coach there. And it looks like oh no, Spike is the third one. All right. Oh, and someone's joined. Ali Ryder has joined the thing. I need to give.
Hey, Ali.
I think I need to give him the role of.
Okay.
Wait,
Better.
no, wait. Can he? Ali, can you tell me? Can you see that OCC channel? Or in fact, any of them. In fact. Oh, someone's done rank in that channel. Was that you or someone else?
I think that's Larry.
Ah, okay. Or it could have been Ali. Anyway, go on. So, yeah, we're all going for 2p in this one.
So next one, it's a claw off between the Poxville Paladins and Horn Harassers, coached by Engelbert Hex and Medieval, respectively. So yeah, Ali says he can see the various divisions. So yeah, go to 3A. Excellent. And there's a predictions channel, and then yeah, just click on the bets there. So on paper, I would say that the Horn Harassers are the more developed Kill Chaos team, because they've got a lot more skills, versus the Nurgle, who are still a bit undeveloped. So if the removal dice are kind for Medieval, and there's no reason to think why they wouldn't be, he should win this on just a show of strength. Because even with the inducements Engelbert Hex will get, I don't think it'll make up for his lack of skills across the board. And the aforementioned Bloaty Beast.
Well, so you say that. The Nurgle.
But that's what I am saying.
Yeah.
That's what I am saying.
Yeah, and I'm saying you are saying that. And
I'm saying that.
Yes, you are. That's what I said. The Nurgle get 280 TV of inducements. So, are we going to see another chainsaw, but this time backed up with a bribe? And the Chaos only have 11 players, right? So they might be more killy, but you're relying on Claw, Mighty Blow to kick in, right? That's what you're saying. I'm gonna go for Engelbert Hex in this one. I think the Poxville Paladins are going to, they've won a lot of games, right? They're another one of these teams that have a very good record for Baby Nurgle. Maybe not that great. They've gone up the divisions quite quickly though, right? Yeah, I'm going for Engelbert Hex.
Fine. Larry, we'll let you know. Stop typing in the channel because it messes it up. So yeah,
what's that?
We will let you know. Well, Larry keeps adding things to the betting channel, and it's like annoying me. So
so you keep deleting it? I'm not even paying.
I keep deleting it and saying yes, we will. So talk to us in the Twitch chat and stop writing in the channel. Ali. No, not Ali. Larry.
Larry.
Jesus. All right. Cool. Okay, so that's good. So we're different on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Next one is the battered Atletico Mints versus Knockops Necro. And the Mints will have inducements. Well, no, he's only got one MNG as well. So yeah, he'll have just over 100 of inducements. And I'm not sure he'll have enough for a wizard.
He's got 13 players, so he's got 11 players even with the MNG, right?
Yeah.
And he's got money to buy a spare player. So
he has. He'll have 360 in terms of inducements. If anyone.
Which obviously is going to be a wizard.
Obviously a wizard, I think, at least. Maybe Eldril, I don't know. He might buy another blitz. Oh no, you can't quite afford. How much are high elf blitzers?
I think they're 100. They're 100.
Okay, so he's got 100 exactly in cash, so you could replace him.
Yeah, they are 100.
But I mean, I probably would replace the extra player before the game, and then spend it on a wizard. The rest of the.
I mean, so that MNG'd catcher is niggled. How do you feel about keeping a niggled Mighty Blower and...
No, not with Armor 7.
And no protection skills at the moment?
No, he'd be gone.
So if he's gone, would you be replacing the catcher before the blitzer? You have enough money to either replace the catcher or the blitzer, and you could...
I'd replace the blitzer, and then the catcher would have no Apo, would be on no Apo privileges until I had enough cash to replace him. We might bearing in mind that your rest of your squad might also get
Cack it. Okay.
That's Blood Bowl, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he is versus the Necro team that drew last week. How bashy is it? It's fairly well developed. They got a killer white, strength 4 zombie.
Are they a team that's come
with guards?
Are they a team that's come down the division as well?
They've been up and down, I think.
They've got a few losses in their recent history. So
they started season 5. So 5C, 4A, 3B, 2A, 2A, 3C, 3B, 2C, 3A. So they've just come down.
Okay, I'm going to go with Badger. Are you badgering it as well? Oh.
To maintain variance, I'm going to go with the Necro team.
Oh, okay. You don't have to. You should choose who you want.
Well,
I don't want you to just.
I do generally.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go with Knock Up for that one. Cool.
Yeah.
Next one is the winning MB Carmack versus Aguelo. Everlasting Rest.
And the bot does favour Carmack, as does Larry already.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go back to my roots and favour Aguelo for this one again. I think. He's yet to pick a skill on his throw raw. I didn't mention he had a skill actually, but yeah, I don't think he's
taken it in game.
What did he go for?
So which throw raw? What the
number 5?
The one who has
sure hands, block, tackle, leader, and fend.
What would you pick on a throw raw if you rolled an 11?
11?
Yeah.
11's AG, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed AG.
So you would go for AG. You've even got an outlet in the AG3 Blitz raw, haven't you?
Yeah.
But that does kibosh his plans to have his throw raws as blitzers and his blitzers as throw raws.
Now he's swapped one blitz raw for one throw raw, right? So he's got 2 potential ball handlers.
Yeah, of different positional on pitch. Yeah, so of course you'd take AG3. I mean, that you'd be insane not to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so for that reason and that reason alone, Aguelo's getting my vote. So there we go.
I mean,
I've got to say the bot slightly favours MB Carmack as well.
It does, and I do think this is a game where MB Carmack buying a dirty player before it is kind of slightly amusing.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a 10 at all. I think this is a game where he's not going to get much fouling in, is he? Although he might get a bribe actually. Maybe it is. Maybe he's going to try and foul off the pitch, the regen team.
Would be worth a go.
I favour Aguelo in this one as well. Actually, to be different, I'm going for a draw.
Connor, you don't have to be
okay, I'm not just being different, but I think this is probably the most likely game to result in a draw. I think, obviously it's Khemri, so Khemri, can be a bit drawy at the best of times. I think MB Carmack can play a bit draw-like with his Chaos team.
Sure.
Anyway, I think he fears.
Did I tell you the other day in Col, I went for a one-turner with Khemri?
You went for suggests it didn't work out.
I've got a movement 7 blitzer, so I went for it, yeah, but I think I messed up the calculation and I didn't get enough. I got 2 pushes and I needed 3 or 4, I think.
You need 3. Yeah.
7?
Oh no, 4. You need 4.
And 4. Yeah. And I got 2. And I hadn't picked up the ball or thrown it, so that's the other. Because I went for it, and I'll tell you why. Because my game in the RPS last week with 3 or 4 casualties on dwarves that I put on Facebook, and subsequently on YouTube as
Yeah.
my most popular video ever. Got over 200,
Well,
200 views, loads of likes, and some comments.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. So I was hoping to put a one-turn Khemri because the guy didn't defend against a one-turn at all.
Yeah.
He like put all his players in the middle. So if the guy had picked up the ball and thrown it and he'd caught it, I would have scored a one-turn with Khemri, which I also would have put on YouTube, obviously.
I mean, it's
So-
like it's erring towards a 12% play with just the ball handling side of that.
Exactly.
Ignoring the actual dodging at the end, right? Was there a backline?
There was no
Oh, there was no
dodges.
backline. Oh, okay.
No backline. That's the thing because he set up with no backline. So I thought, am I going to try it? Of course I am.
It, yeah.
So I mean, I've been thinking recently. You should always try, shouldn't you? If you've got a movement 6 or 7 and you've got enough players, because it's possible with 6. It's really hard, but it's possible with 6. So yeah, you should always try it. I've done it with wood elves, but everyone's done it with wood elves, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? So
it's almost part of the wood elf game plan. I've built the team I built in
Rats,
in the Shawnee League has a wood elf team more or less built for one turning in the hope that I can win by just one turning alone. So far, I've been murdered every game though.
Ali says undead's easy. Have you done it with undead, Ali? That'd be interesting because again, ghouls are 7, aren't they? So that would be fairly easy to do.
And there we have a link to a YouTube video, which I assume would be...
done, Ali. Yeah, I'll have a look at that in a minute whilst Cornut's talking.
Yeah.
To answer my question, to say what's
that's a
crappiest
quick
team you've done it with?
Wait a second. Quick snap doesn't count.
Is it Rick?
Huh?
What's the crappiest team you've done it with?
The crappiest team I've actually done a one turn with. Are we counting orcs?
Orcs is crap because they're movement 6, aren't they?
Yeah, except I did it with a thrown goblin, right? So does that count?
Oh, we're not talking about throwing teammate, are we? I mean, everyone's done that.
It's still a one turn. It's still a one turn.
Technically, is it a one turn?
Yes, it is still a one turn. It happens in one turn.
Technically, have you done a one turn throw teammate with flings? Like, no one else has done that ever.
Flings are easy mode when it comes to one turning, though.
Yeah, they're the easiest stunties, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So Ali, while we don't completely disregard your achievements,
quick snap.
It makes no difference.
Yeah, I mean, quick snap. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I see. All right. So you didn't really use it, or you? Okay. Like, people don't use the quick snap enough sometimes. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. All right, fine. So he didn't actually use the quick snap. He changed his mind halfway through. Because there is that thing of sometimes you get a quick snap and it fucks up the one turn because...
It does, absolutely.
You move forward and then you go, oh no, fuck, I've messed this up completely.
That's the wrong one.
And you realise there's a big space somewhere that you can't fill.
That's what happened with mine, with Khemri. I got so far and I was like, oh shit, there's a space there.
I feel like are you delaying talking about your own game in this division by any chance?
No, I'm going to win. I'm going to win easily against stupid Norse men wearing nothing. Yeah, I'm going to win. Absolutely.
And the bot actually this is the closest game the bot thinks of any of the games. Larry agrees that you're going to win against these stupid Norse. I'm totally picking the Norse. Your TV is quite low. How many players do you actually have?
Hardly any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to get many inducements on this because the loners will make it up to more or less level, I think.
Yeah, 16-10. Actually, they will have a bribe.
In fact, I've got to be honest though, I'm more confident about this game than I am
about the
last game.
Well, that's because the last game has happened as well, and you know the result of that one.
But I'm not talking about that, am I? I'm talking about how I feel going into it.
Talking of one-turners, the Norse are out with theirs.
I scouted their team already, and yeah, he is out. So that's good news. But they've still got only one tackle as well, or 2 tackle actually. Looking at it. So yeah, I think I'll be all right. Armor 7. Just need a few removals, and I'm game. I'm home.
I mean, you're not. He's got spare players, right? Whereas you actually only have 11.
Yeah, but you know,
and
that's fine.
And he's
I
got
just keep hitting the AV7.
that
my
always
witch.
works.
My,
100%.
my witch has had a bad couple of games, so this one is. I think is how it works is that if she has a couple of bad games, then in the next one she'll be like a demon. So
Yeah. Really.
I think that's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's there is what's it called? Gambler's fallacy. That's the phrase, isn't it?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Dunning-Kruger effect? That's a good one as well, isn't it? I've that's usually me as well.
Oh.
So I had a text. My new glasses are ready, so that will even more empower me to win the next game.
Your new glasses.
Glasses, yeah.
Glasses.
I had a job interview on what day is today? Thursday. I had a job interview yesterday, and my son handily broke my glasses last week. So my choices were to wear contacts, which I've not worn in years, or go to a job interview with like a plaster hanging my glasses together in the
traditional plaster
nerd style.
Yeah, nerd. I mean, it depends on the job, obviously. If you're going for an analyst job, where it's almost...
analyst job, absolutely nerd, wouldn't it? Yeah. I would have probably worn if I'd gone for an analyst job, I would probably worn pajamas and a dressing gown to it as well. Right, isn't it? That's what. Yeah.
No, nice jeans, maybe. Something, not terrible.
I even wore a tie.
Yeah, but you're a businessman, aren't you? Going around doing your business. Yeah.
Business. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that concludes then 3A. So guys, if you want to bet, there's the link. Well done, Ali, on your one-turner. That was good. I don't think you answered my question, did you? To say what's the worst team you've done a one-turner?
Yeah, no, that was partly me putting off so I could think about it. And do Brett's count? I've done a one-turn with Brett's that's
7, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been 7 too.
That's pretty, but AG3 though, so
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Mm.
Although they get dodged more or less straight away, don't they? The blitzers.
Yeah, with dodge.
Did the guy set up to defend against it, or did he not?
I think I remember I think I remember a backline. Yeah.
Right. 5-5's done.
Yeah,
as well.
Ali, yes, that is exactly the perfect uniform for a performance analyst. Hoodie and inappropriate sense of humour. That is my last job, basically.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, on this, with Ethelred's tours with his business work, potentially could be up in Glasgow soon, Ali. So yeah, you got, if you drink, not everyone drinks, of course, but
yeah,
if you do drink, then yeah, I'll stand you a pint in a Glasgow establishment.
Although apparently telling Scotsmen that you don't believe that there are sober people in Scotland is rude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you Scottish a bit? Or was it French?
Yeah, no, half and half.
One and a half.
Yeah.
The old alliance, you call it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Something.
Yeah. Everyone hates
the
everyone
hates the English.
Yeah, exactly.
The Sassenachs, whatever we're called these days, the roast beef. Anyway, let's move on. So should we do? So clip it there, and then we can.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, edit stream info. Add stream marker. Boom. End of 3A.
So we've got half an hour to run through your division quickly and bet on yours.
Okay, cool. What would really help for that is if I actually had put the schedule thing in in my channel, which I've just messed up doing. But I'm doing it now. It's fine. 2A. Okay. Boom, got it. All right. My division is 2A. 2. All right. So, quick look at the games from last week. There you go. That's enough. And in the coming week, that was an attempt at humour because I also lost 2-0, I think. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. God damn it. Anyway, so Damned United 2-1 against Golden City Geckos. And are you checking out the the what's it called?
I will do what we in 3A.
Yeah, 2A. 2A.
2A.
2A.
Oh yeah.
So don't mention. I think Frenzy helped with my Brett one turn as well. Like when you say what is the worst team to one turn with, like Dwarves and Nurgle, right? Are there any others that are kind of as hard as Dwarfs and Nurgle?
Well, I think Khemri are hard because they're AG2 across the board.
Oh yeah, Khemri. Okay, sorry. Although usually I have an AG3 player on Khemri at some point.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and just any movement 6, like Zons, I think would be an achievement to do it with as well, because they're just so slow.
That would involve me having to play Zons more, though, so that's not happening.
Yeah, well, I'm still tempted to switch to Zons, because they were my first love kind of thing. So
I have done a Nurgle one, but again, you're going to disregard it.
Why? Because it was with Brickfarth and Grotty. Or
Indeed,
like
yeah, Brickfarth and Grotty.
Yeah. No, that does not count.
What made it harder though was it was in BB2 when disturbing presence used to affect your own players. So
okay,
I had to move players away, and I still got -1 from one of my own warriors or something. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Yes. This division.
Yeah.
The Damned United got beaten by Golden City Geckos.
Yeah, MC Hammer. We've not reviewed these teams, have we? So Chaos team is pretty killy, but they got pretty battered this game, as did the Lizards. So it looks like it was a big stomp fest. 52 blocks, Damn United, 16 breaks, 35 blocks for the Lizards, but 7 breaks as well. They had Silly Billy, as well as inducement, which is a good choice.
And 3 of the Chaos players are missing their next game, which I assume was caused by that's
the only injuries they had. They had 3 MNGs, but yeah, that's pretty serious for a Chaos player to be down.
They must have self-inflicted 2 of those, because the Lizards only caused 1 injury. So
1 injury. So failed dodges maybe. One of the warriors whose MNG is AG4 with dodge. So obviously he maybe
double 1 to dodge.
Double 1 then double 6 all the way through.
Or single 1 coming out of tackle maybe as well. It's a possibility, right?
Possibility. Yeah, if we were efficient, we'd have clipped it, wouldn't we? But we obviously haven't. There's a claw, mighty blow, tackle beast out as well, which is not too bad because he's got a wrestle, tackle, beast too, but still pretty rough for the Chaos, and especially to lose as well when you removed 1, 2, 3, 4 of the opposing players. So that's 1 Saurus MNG, 2 Saurus badly hurt, and a broken skink.
I mean, we can't see when these things happen. So there's always that thing of like, oh, claw didn't fire until
turn 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, cool.
He also made 3 loner rolls, and only 1 of them failed. Oh, and there was a lightning bolt in there as well.
Yeah, this is the block claw Minotaur. Oh. So what did he do?
Okay, and there was a bribe as well. So
he got, not bad, he got 8 armor breaks. The Minotaur, it's pretty good. 13 blocks, 8 armor breaks, 3 KOs and 3 Kaz. So yeah, he performed on fire. I dare to, you know, almost want to say on fire a bit. Really, that's pretty good, isn't it, for a Mino? They're not usually that good. It'll get me frustrated because obviously my Minos are usually shit. But
well, you know, you always get that thing of like 1 game doesn't make you know.
It does not make it worthwhile.
No.
But I mean, it's quite nice. He's got block, claw, and tense, and guard, stand firm. But all right, cool.
Yep, a block Mino's worth it. Always.
Who's next?
Next is Circus Circle Blood Bowl against Vampire Strikes Back. Tubrag.
Okay, well, versus Bantha.
Bantha, one of the vampire teams. Oh yeah, we've got 2 vampire teams in this division. And my coming game is against vampires. Gruff just played them. which we'll get to in a second, and I think my next game after that is vampires as well. So I'm pretty happy with the opening games of this season after the first one. First game was against the worst team I could possibly face, but we'll get to that again.
We'll come to you in a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
So pretty even in terms of blocks. So the Kislev got 37, the Vamps got 35, 8 armor breaks for the Kislev, 19 for the Vamps.
The Vamps do have 2 killer Vamps, so one Mighty Blow piling on and one Mighty Blow Vamp.
They only caught 1 Kaz though, the Vamps, so misfiring there and 4 KOs, whereas the Kislev got 3 KOs and 2 Kaz. So yeah, pretty good. The Vamps actually killed someone as well. Actually, I should say. So yeah, so the person who died, they were just an AG bust Rackle Lino for the Kislev, so that's not too bad. And then yeah, the thralls got pretty battered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 badly hurt thralls.
Well, I imagine I imagine that's 5 of the 17 bloodlusts going off.
Oh God, 17. That's pretty bad.
What's
that percentage?
Well, there were actually 57 bloodlust rolls in the game.
70%.
Which is 70%. Like I think that's quite a lot, but I haven't really been looking into what good and bad bloodlust numbers are.
I think that's pretty bad though, isn't it? It's only 2+, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you've got 6 of them and he's like, it might be a sign of activating them too much.
One a turn, yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, but I mean, Bantha knows his business, doesn't he, with Vamps? So you don't think.
Oh, and the Kislev threw over the Vamps. There was an intercept roll.
Bold. So it did work.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, Bantha would know his business with Vamps, I would assume. So
yeah,
he would know when to activate and when not to. But yeah, a lot of biting.
Cool.
Next.
Yep. Okay, I guess next game already. What? Oh yes. Oh, we didn't do any betting on this, did we? So there's no. All right, fine. Well, the next one is my poor Norse against Graveyard Rock OCC. Poi Poi's undead. He absolutely murdered me.
Do you want to talk me through it, or was it too painful?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah. No, you know, it's a long time. This we were the 2nd or 3rd game to play in OCC.
You played early.
We played really early. Like as soon as the divisions, basically Toby was sitting there going, "When do divisions roll? When do divisions roll?" And I was like, "Oh, look, there it is." And I messaged Poi, and he was like, "Oh, well, let's play now then." But we were just a little bit too late to be the first team, so someone beat us by about 2 hours. I am trying to remember what happened, but he had, I assume, yeah, he had a fireball which had 3 successes and I think possibly 3 removals.
How?
Yeah.
That's where everyone's fireball luck went this week. This match day.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the worst fireball. I don't think that no one died. I don't think, but he got the ball.
Well, one of your linos died.
Yeah. Maybe that wasn't in the fireball though. That was just in the.
Oh, just in the.
Yeah.
The ruck.
The ruck, indeed, and he had a bribe, so he was fouling. And I remember, I don't know.
It just been unpleasant.
Yeah. He might have just outplayed me, and I have a feeling I was down players a lot, and was just
the blocks weren't kind because you had 44 but only 9 breaks.
Yeah.
And 13 breaks, so.
Yeah, so he had, but he was fouling as well, right? So, okay. and 3 of those breaks come from the fireball, so they were mighty blow hit. Okay. Mighty blow fireballs with that block. So it's not actually that bad.
Not that bad then.
No.
Right, you niggled his white.
Yeah.
His killer white. Was that a foul or was that just a hit?
I have a feeling.
If you can remember.
Was that the claw? Was that the?
That was the pommer.
No. Was that the Yeti? I don't have.
Could have been.
I don't have a pommer. I only have mighty blow.
His.
Yeah, no, I got 2 SPP,
For the Yeti, so maybe it was the Yeti.
It was the Yeti. Yeah.
That's careless of him leaving you.
My only foul was
22.
a stun into send off straight away.
Okay.
And I was already down players, so I stopped fouling after that.
Then so you got a point then for the dirty player competition.
I think you. Oh yeah, you get a point for send offs. Yeah. I need to pay attention to that. Okay. Oh, the player who died got obviously raised as a zombie, and the zombie got killed and regened. So he died twice, but
lives on.
And guess what? He does live on. He was the MVP.
Oh.
So my player,
always a pleasure.
I was actually surprised and slightly disappointed that he didn't get MVP for both of us, because I love that.
Again, I took a picture of the same player. I think it was again an undead team in COL. A zombie. I think a zombie died, or I can't remember what it was now. But a player died, and he got MVP for both teams and died for both teams. Yeah. So I put a picture of that up as well.
That is the zenith of Blood Bowl luck. That is.
Yeah. Not only did the MVP go to the same player, but they both died for both teams as well. So, yeah, okay. So, what did you choose on your level for? Let me guess. For your Ulfwerner,
Logan,
who had Mighty Blow, so you got block, right?
Yep, of course.
And you got wrestle on the other one.
Yeah, I know it's an unusual choice, but I like having a kind of sweeper wrestler. Ulfwerner.
With strength 4.
With strength 4 and break tackle. So, he's useful
fair.
Generally. But, last one died and this one's got AV buffs. I might go and give him block as well and just give up on having wrestle in the team at all. Which is kind of annoying. But, yeah, and May definitely caused the Kaz. So I think it was the niggle on the oh, it might have been the death. May might have killed Ben. Yeah, I think May killed Ben.
But regend.
Yeah, which if you know that all my players are named after members of my family is amusing.
Is that your grandmother, isn't it?
It is indeed my grandmother. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think Ben might be her favourite grandson. But
That's more funny.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, moving on. Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Because we have Blood Oath, the other vampire team, against Welcome to Scary Town, Gruff's Necro team. You weren't here for the you said we hadn't looked at the teams. We had looked at the teams because Gruff and I looked at the teams without you on a weekend. Remember, and the two vampire teams show very interesting differences in how you build vampires. The Blood Oath are basically the give everyone blood step.
First, yeah,
pretty much. Whereas the other vampire team, I don't know if you looked at them, but Banther's team have a thrower and 2 killers and more specific weird choices. So not just blood step on everyone. And it'll be interesting to see how the two vampire teams do in this division.
Yeah, who's got the better record? Do you know?
I can easily check. I have a feeling they've both been around 44. So one is 43, 24, 33.
43, right, okay.
And the other has played way less than half as many games, but is probably a bit closer.
22, 5, 19.
More average, but less draws as well. So less games all in all, less draws as a percentage of them, but wins and losses is close to 50%. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But I mean, as 5-5 says, a throw is dubs for Vamps. And yeah, Ali, well done for doing another SIG for Bloody Oath. But yeah, I guess on a double on Vamps, what else are you going to pick? Because it's only P skills you don't have access to anyway, isn't it? I mean, Leader would possibly be a choice because you're always going to be fairly reroll heavy, aren't you, as Vamps? What, three or four at least. But
yeah. I mean, he's got two doubles and strong arm, which isn't a double.
That's why he's the passer. But his movement 5 is that, which isn't great, but with strong arm and accurate. Burst skill, I think it is, isn't it? So, yeah, he's still pretty good, isn't he?
I mean, I know you kind of need to pass sometimes, but I don't like the idea. That's 100 TV tied up in throwing skills for that one player. So how, to get that 100 TVs worth of value out of that, you have to be picking up and throwing with him, most games, don't you? I'm not sure I like that.
Well, he's got the AG5 and the AG4 thrall as well as outlets. So,
I mean,
the other vamps are AG4 as well. So, yeah, I guess he is throwing quite a lot.
Well, fine. I think
some people just like throwing the ball, don't they?
Yes, they do. Maybe safe throw would have been better than accurate. How about that?
Yeah, that would have been a better skill.
Keeping it and protecting it from like if you're going to be throwing it long, are you more worried about interceptions or are you more worried about distance? Anyway, whatever.
Okay.
Throwing the ball with giddy abandon. I like that phrase.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Anyway, Gruff got beaten 2-0 by Bloody Oath. And he said it was a sign of poor play on his part. He actually messaged me. I asked him how the hell did that happen, and he basically, he left one hypno gaze away from the ball being sacked on turn 5, and the Vamps got it and returned it and scored, and then he didn't defend well enough to stop them. So, there you go. All right, and the last, go on. No, go on.
I was going to say he only got a white injured in that game, so. Too bad. Zombie level and a vampire leveled as well, so I guess he got mighty blow because he's the blodge tackler, so I guess you got mighty blow after that, wouldn't you?
I've got him next, so I care a lot about this, and he actually went
number 3.
He actually went for plus movement. I was going to say I didn't think I saw mighty blow in his choices. No.
I'd argue he needs a mighty blow on that team. I need some guard, but yeah, okay. It's always hard with Vamps because the first 2 skills are normally blodge, as you say, aren't they? So, right, cool. So betting then. Up.
Sorry, we've got one more game, haven't we?
Have we? Oh, yeah, sorry.
There was FC Helsinki 0 against Lords of Nevermore 2. So that's Holborn's versus Humans, yeah. And I think, it was. I think Gruff thought that Helsinki Roma were a really good team. That that he was expecting them to do well. In fact, Gruff and I did do predictions in our stream, but I've forgotten what they were. I might have recorded them somewhere. I'm going to ignore them. Anyway, but yeah, not good against Nurgle as a first game for Humans.
No injuries apart from a baddie hurt and an MNG, but no deaths. And a Rotter got dead on his injury.
3+ armor Humans against a claw team is he was lucky no one died.
Absolutely.
And 2 throwers.
Interesting, isn't it? I think he's building one as a defensive thrower,
as a leader carrier, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically got no chafe in this team. He's got 1 wrestle lineman. That thrower is going to be on the line, I reckon.
Yeah, the rest are a bit too good to go on the line, aren't they, really? But... And helmets as well, but I probably did not much.
Chainsaw again. Only 1 activation for the chainsaw.
Activation.
People need to learn how to keep chainsaw protected before he gets removed.
KO'd quite early on, I think.
Cool. All right. So, the coming week.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And boom, predictions. All right, so first is Gummer and his Golden City Geckos again, the Lizards, against Graveyard Rock Poi Poi. Both both teams won this week. Yeah.
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 Excuse me. Yep.
Yeah.
So a little yawn in there. So lizards versus undead. I'm gonna go with a bot and say undead. I think they're gonna
outstrength the lizards.
lizards.
Well, more like just dub zombies onto the
Sauruses.
on the Sauruses. Yeah.
Didn't have that many break tackle Sauruses from memory.
No, I think he's gone for more of a. In fact, his one break tackle is MNG for the game.
And being a Saurus down as well. That's not great, is it?
No. But yeah, I actually agree with you. I think Poi Poi is going to win that game. I think he's a very good coach. He's gonna make his way up through this division. He's one of my tips to win the division. I think, having played him. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Next one is
Gruff, who is playing his second game in a row against vampires, against the Vampire Strikes Back, the throwing vampires, as we're going to call them from now on.
Vampires. Do you think Gruff has learned his lesson?
I think Gruff actually knew how to knew what he had to do. The problem is concentrating enough that you make sure the vamps don't get those easy hypnogaze hits on the ball. You have to go forward at some point, and you have to make those decisions at some point. So, the vamps make you have to choose a time and a place where they are going to be able to do it. Right? You can't stop it forever.
No, one's going to come in eventually, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But he is going to get about 250 TV of inducements against the vamps.
Gruff has already voted against himself, I should add.
Considering I only just ran the command, he must have just nipped in and clicked on it straight away. But I actually think he should win this one. I think not necessarily that he's learned his lesson, but I think the TV will help him. If he gets a wizard and a bribe, which is what he can afford, he's got enough players. He's got a dirty player, and the vamps have some obvious targets for murdering. I think he can win this.
I agree. I'm gonna go for our boy Gruff. On this. Cool.
Banther is a good player as well. I do know that, but
Banther is good, but it's vamps, so anything can happen.
Yeah. Okay, so next is Tarek's Lords of Nevermore, the Nurgle team, against MC Hammers, the Damned United, the Chaos team. So this is going to be a bit of a bash fest. They both are generally bashy players, I think. So MC Hammer is playing Chaos. Oh, but MC Hammer's Chaos are looking slightly battered. I think he's playing.
They're missing a warrior, aren't they?
Yeah.
And the Nurgle team are much more developed, I think, than his sort of kill skills.
I have a feeling that MC Hammer is playing either another Chaos team or Chorfs or something in UK BBL, and Satarik is playing Chaos in UK. So I think they're both like players who pretty much mostly play
the bash.
The bash. They are bash heads, as it were.
Only 2 claw though for the Nurgle. So one's on the beast, and who has got block, and another one a killer pest with nearly the full complement. He's got jump up, and he is 13 SPP away from getting presumably piling on.
Oh, actually, MC Hammer is playing Necro in UK BBL, and Satarik's playing Chorf, I think. But anyway, either way, they're
still pretty bashy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, looking at the teams, for me, it's Nurgle. I know they got the TV as well, but I think Nurgle are going to take this away, which is against the bots, but only just.
Are they the ones that have a claw beast?
They've got a claw.
Yeah. Block claw, stand firm, guard, grab, beast. That's a pretty nice beast, even with the armor bust. I mean, this is gonna partially come down to whoever gets to kick off first, right? Oh, although actually no, the killer being out for MC Hammer, it's Satarek's game, I think. Satarek, whatever you want to call him. I'm going for Satarek.
Satarek as well.
With
right,
you
great.
too, yeah. Oh, and someone else. Oh, no, that's right, yeah. All right. So next, oh, this will be an interesting one. So Holben's Humans against Tubrag's Kislev. So the Humans are 11 players, but getting 200 TV of inducements, and they have 3 sure hands players. Which I noticed earlier was like they got a sure hands catcher, obviously for nipping in and trying to get the ball, who is niggled by the way, and 2 sure hands throwers, obviously.
So I mean, generally, I do like Kislev,
and Tubrag's a pretty good player.
Are a good player. But the Humans, I don't know. I mean, the Humans, I don't think played particularly well last game, did they?
They didn't win, but it was Humans against Nurgle, so it's like, you know,
matchup, isn't it?
It's a hard matchup for them. They're not really dodgy enough to get away from the Nurgle, but they're going to get clawed a bit.
How much guard does Hoban have? So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 guard. So that'll help against the leaps.
Both sides have a block big guy.
Humans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a draw. I think actually. Wait. You say Humans?
I said Humans. Yeah.
You said Humans. Oh, and Gruff agrees with you. I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go for Kislev. Yeah.
Okay.
And me and Wi-Fi are, you know, showing Kislev solidarity.
Solidarity with your Kislev brothers.
Oh, yeah. Gruff says Satarek is rats in UKBBL. Damn it. Hey, Gruff.
Gruff, you and your memory.
Turned up just in time to vote against yourself in your own game.
That's what we like.
Okay, and the last game of the week is my game against the Vampires.
Okay. How do you feel?
Gruff and Wi-Fi have both voted for me. Well, I don't really know Soleil Noir, but my rats did have a... this is going to be my 3rd game involving vampires this week. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty well prepared for the vampire mentality. And I've got 2 Mighty Blow Ulfs and a Claw Yeti and a just about enough guard to deal with hitting vampires as well, and some strength and some dauntless. I mean, I kind of have to pick myself anyway, right? But yeah, I'm picking myself. Okay. And the bot favors me more than any other game this week.
Which is a kiss of death. So did you bet for me or against me when I?
Oh, I bet against you, but that's because, you know, your opponent was better. You know, it's like
okay. Right, I'll bet against you then.
Yeah,
just to provide some variance as well.
Yeah, actually. Cool. I'm fine with that. You know,
that's it. So so there's no Dwarf Watch this week because no Dwarf did anything notable, including dying for us for our edification. So people need to step up their game.
Wi-Fi says Tubrag is, judging from replays in our match, the kind of Kislev player that dies before losing. So I assume he means he goes for things.
He's a leaper, isn't he?
Yeah. He rolls his dice. Which means, you know, if the dice are even slightly favourable, he'll win the game. In my opinion, you know, Kislev are like a multiplier of dice, and if you live by the dice, then you have a little bit of luck, you can murder people. So if you play like that, I think.
Cool. Well, I've got to go and move some furniture now. So thank you.
Excellent.
Stay everyone.
Yeah.
And we'll be back hopefully same time next week with the results.
Yeah. Oh,
I might even post this again in the correct Smack Talk fora.
Yeah, we'll actually sort out stuff on the forum in terms of
with
sharing.
yeah, being unable to tag people is a bit of a hindrance at the moment.
You
but I know
you can tag people. It doesn't work. Doesn't ping anyone yet. But I'm sure they're going to fix that. And I wonder if when they fix it, everyone's going to suddenly have
15
pings.
tags or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, you can totally tag people. Tagging is a thing. It just doesn't actually ping people. Yeah.
Okay, so to remind everyone, I'm playing tomorrow morning, so that'll be on my Twitch stream.
Oh yeah.
At about 9:15.
You know, be a bit late, and I'll come and talk to you. Or I'll come and
I'll be in the channel, so yeah, just come and join me.
Or I'll come and join you halfway through. You know, to talk about why you're losing.
That's it. Yeah. RPS wise, we'll be opening up the new season for that soon. If you want to come and play with us in our league that we run, that we run.
Yeah. You know.
And Stunty's coming to a close, isn't it? Did you win your Stunty game, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Have you played yours?
Yeah, I played mine.
So you're through to the next round.
We're just waiting for Helio to play his game, and then all 4 of the quarter-finals will have been played, and we can roll it on to semis.
Next, isn't it?
And it'll be me against Wiz and Wizmeral, who is also an admin. Or no, he's a teal suit now in OCC, right? He's allegedly resigned.
Absolutely, Ali. Yeah.
He's allegedly resigned from his seat on the OCC board, but he appears to still be doing more adminning than some of the other admins do. So inconvenience your opponent to suit me. Yeah, well, you know, I wasn't entirely serious. You shouldn't have organised. Why organise it at such an early time? Jesus. So anyway, wait. The book fair being cancelled, right? Does that mean, you know, like you don't have the tickets booked? You can't just come down or anything. You know, you actually have to pretend you're still working, but stay at home while working. Is that what's happening?
Say again.
Are you stuck at home?
I got a message.
Are you stuck at home because of the
coronavirus? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I can't really travel or shouldn't travel too much.
So you'd be playing a lot more Blood Bowl and streaming more then. Is that what's
probably. Yeah, probably a bit more.
Getting paid.
Yeah, and then after, just the final thing. After Stunty finishes,
we're
going to put that on. I'm going to put that on hold for a while, and we're going to put on the Pony instead.
Instead, not so. Well, as in, you're not going to. Is this a kind of deliberate decision not to run them at the same time? So because it's too much effort.
It is kind of, because it's too much effort, but yeah, if another admin on the RPS wanted to take over running a Stunty, then yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. But
so basically, I have to say I'm doing Stunty.
Yeah, you're allowing to say you're doing it. Otherwise, yeah.
Okay.
But there we go.
I think I'll probably do it then, because I like Stunty for me is like the most important league I'm in.
Okay. Is that because you've won it? Only
twice. But you know,
twice, maybe, and on track for 3 times maybe as well.
Possibly, yeah. My lizards are bloating up nicely. Yeah. You know, I just like Stunty. Stunty's funny and silly.
It is funny. It's very Blood Bowl because there's so much carnage.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
that's the thing about it.
How many games have just ended with pitch clears is unbelievable. But yeah, you know, to me, Stunty is almost Zenith level Blood Bowl in my opinion. You know.
Absolutely. All right, cool. Well, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks, Core Knights. I'm going to dash straight away. So
okay.
No post-stream chat this time, but yeah, thanks everyone. And
that was kind of post-stream chat, but you know, there you go.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see you. I'll be on tomorrow with you then on Ethelred on twitch.tv Ethelred, and I guess I'm going to host Eliod, as he seems to be the the only other English-speaking streamer on at the moment.
Right. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Cheers. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yep. And Eliod. Yeah. Takes a little while, you know, to do the thing as well. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We've, you know, had loads of numbers I'm pretty happy with. Loads of random people just to listen to me and Ethelred chat. And I will start the raid now. Oh no, no. Oh yes. No. Yeah, that's the point at which there's 10 seconds where you have to wait for. That's really silly. I always forget about that. All right, so raiding now. Bye. Oh dear.